What's going on YouTube? It's Omar with Minty Fresh Gaming coming at you live. I'm here with my boy Brandon. He's got a spicy deck profile for you guys. Let's get right into it.
Alright, so I'm playing Mekk-Knight. I decided to play this deck because I saw it being played at the Pro Play Games by Shannon Long, and I really liked it.
Okay.
So
is it like his list or do you have your own changes?
it's very inspired by his list. I did do some changes that I'm still working on, so I'm not like completely finished with the deck. But yeah, let's just get right into it.
All right.
So 3 Avram. So let's see. I play this card because it's a good normal summon, and then right after that you can go into Link Spider, set 1, and then you got your column right there.
Okay.
You could just special summon and go off. I played 3 because you want to see it. There will be instances when floodgates will try to stop you. So in that case, you want to normal summon a Psychic and then go into something like Link Spider, which is a Cyberse. And then you could go and special summon more Mekk-Knight from there.
So you play against their Technology 1?
That's exactly what I did. Hyperia. This one's a good normal summon. It's a +1 on summon, and then once you summon that, you can go into stuff like Almirage, and then again, set 1, you got your column right there. You're free to go off.
Nice.
3 blue. In my opinion, it's like the best one in the deck because you could search Mekk-Knight cards based on how many cards your opponent has in that column that he's summoned to. 3 purple. Searches any of them, along with 2 Indigo Eclipse. 1 green. He's pretty good because if you have like any Mekk-Knights in the graveyard that you desperately need, you special summon him, and upon attack declaration, you could bring back any of your Mekk-Knights that are in the graveyard.
Nice.
1 yellow and 1 red. This one pops back row in the same column by banishing a Mekk-Knight in your grave, and this one does the same thing except it pops monsters. So that one comes in pretty clutch. Also, these guys are not once per turn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So do you think you only need 1-ofs in the deck for those?
I'm still testing it. I might go with like maybe another yellow just because this is a very like back row heavy format in some cases. So if anything, I might add another yellow, but for the most part, Red Moon is good at 1, and then green is good at 1 also. Kaijus because I like getting over problematic monsters and making my own columns.
It's really good, this format, hitting Sky Strikers, Orcus, and even sometimes Salamangreats.
Right. Nibiru because this is a blind going second deck.
Nice. Best hand trap.
Oh yeah.
2
Ash and 2 Ogre.
Nice.
I don't know about the Ogre, like in this format. It's not really too good. I'm thinking of changing it for Bell. I don't know. It's just again,
testing it out.
Testing it out.
It makes sense. There's a lot of diagram out there. Sky Striker's still there. It might be not as strong with Salads or Orcus.
Right. I'm still trying to think on whether I should even like keep the Ash too, because Ash doesn't really do much like against like an Orcus player. If you Ash them, and if they have a really good hand, it's just a dead card, and it could be like substituted for something a lot better. But I don't know. This card is amazing right here. World Legacy's Memory. It's just basically a free summon in defense position, and at the end of the turn, it comes back to your hand. The only downside to it is that you're locked into Mekk-Knights for the entire turn, but that's fine because this is Mekk-Knights. 1 Succession. It's a Monster Reborn. A searchable Monster Reborn, I should say. So this one's good against back row heavy decks, especially like Alter guys and stuff like that, because it basically says that if there is a Mekk-Knight on a column that trap is activated on, it negates the effect.
Oh, nice.
So it's pretty good.
I'll go one last bit.
This is my spicy tech. I liked it a lot. Pinpoint landing. So with this card, is you set it in front of a column where there's more monsters, obviously, and then you special summon Mekk-Knight Blue Sky. Your opponent's gonna want to Ash or try to negate the effect. In that case, you go Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, Pinpoint Landing to kind of protect your blue.
Nice chain blocking.
Right. So then they have to think of, oh, will you get the draw or, you know, just let it go off. If anything, they'll just Ash the Pinpoint Landing, but
You still have the.
I still have my
search.
search, so it doesn't really matter.
Got it. Nice. Good for chain blocking.
Yeah, I like the card a lot. It came in clutch today. And then
Oh, nice. The
Galaxy
one
Cyclone.
Galaxy Cyclone. How do you like that over a Twin Twisters or a Cosmic Cyclone?
Well, I actually think I'm gonna play more than one. I'm thinking of playing two, just because with Cosmic Cyclone, because it's not like a continuous spell or like a quick play spell, you could set it, special summon, you know, make your columns, and then afterwards activate it to pop a card. So you could, it's very flexible in the deck. That's why I want to play more than one. I'm trying to replace it for another card that I have in here, but we'll get to that in a bit. World Legacy Secret. This is the skill drain of the deck. So when it's activated, I could target one level 5 or higher Mekk-Knight in my graveyard and special summon onto the field, which is really good. But its continuous effect is that any monsters that are in the same column as my Mekk-Knights, their effects get negated.
Unless you want to put up the trash one more time.
With that deck, you have to like.
2 Whispers.
You have to.
It's the same thing as this one, except it negates spells. So it's really good against stuff like Sky Striker. Came in really clutch today.
Hard draw both of them, and you got a nice little lock there.
Right. Also on activation, I could target one level 5 or higher Mekk-Knight monster and it gains 1,000 attack and defense. Doesn't really.
Is it permanent?
No.
Okay, just
No.
for the turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's alright.
Nice for the damage step, though.
We mostly use it just for the negation, but it's whatever.
It has its versatility.
So I couldn't get another Cyclone.
So
I
you-
couldn't get another Cyclone, so this is what's going to replace the Cyclone. Although it did come in handy today. But yeah.
You just
I think-
didn't perform as good as the Galaxy.
Right. I mean, I just needed a card to fill in the space for the Galaxy Cyclone. So I don't know, I'm just there. And then Dynamiscus. This card's amazing.
Nice.
So good in this deck. Would not change that.
Not bad. You didn't miss cards like Infinite Impermanence at all?
I think the deck performed pretty well without it. I mean, I still have like stuff like World Legacy Secrets
Okay.
that can still pretty much do the same thing on my turn and stuff like that. And some might argue, well, you know, you might need to negate an effect if your opponent's going first and stuff like that. But I mean, I have Kaijus, I have some hand traps like Ash and Ogres, which perform really good. So.
Got it. So you would prefer to let your opponents play their turn out a little bit to make your Kaijus and other cards live for your turn.
You want columns, basically.
Okay, makes
You
a
want
lot of
columns,
sense.
yeah.
It's literally salad
One Almirage
without the.
for the
It's literally.
Hyperia.
They took out the Zell and they're like, oh.
and 2 Link Spider.
And you're like, oh, look.
Simple. They're just there to make your columns.
That's 30.
2 Morningstar. This card is amazing. I love this card so much. So, oh yeah. So on summon, like I could discard a Mekk-Knight or a World Legacy card from my hand, and then add any of this. The one, the spell negator, the effect negator. I could even add the Monster Reborn. It's amazing.
Nice. So depending on your matchup, it doesn't really matter if he's there whenever you need him.
Right.
Nice.
And then also he has another effect that says if my opponent's monsters aren't in the same column as my Mekk-Knights and they declare an attack, I take no damage, nor they can't be destroyed by battle.
Nice.
I'll be like, okay, on my turn, do Charmer.
IP Masquerena, got a player. She's amazing.
Nice.
One Phoenix. One hit potion again. That's it for the Link 2s. This card is really easy to bring out in this deck because you have a bunch of level like 7s and 8s. So this card came in clutch today. Won me some games.
Worth the money?
No, I mean,
Absolutely.
Deco Talker?
One Deco Talker. I don't know. I might switch him out for something. I'm not sure yet, but he's alright. One Unicorn. Playing the Masquerena, so kind of got to play it. Spectrum Supreme. He can basically attack directly if he's the only card in the column, so he kind of forces your opponent to make a column for you.
Nice.
And then Link 4s. No surprise here. Load, Sword, and this card. This card is amazing.
Nice.
It's basically game if you bring him out.
Good. Now, just my one question: would you want to play 2 of him? Just because sometimes you get locked in with the legacy card, so that way you can make 2 if you want, or do you think just the 1 is the right amount?
For Avermax?
Yeah. Because he's a Mekk-Knight card, right? So
Right.
you could summon him off
Yeah. I mean, I think he's good at 1. If you have something like Indigo Eclipse, you could still move him around and stuff like that, just in case, like, if your opponent summons a monster or it activates an effect on a zone that where you don't control Mekk-Knights, you can still use Indigo's Eclipse to move him to where he needs to be to negate. So, I mean, you don't really need that many of him. He's good at 1, honestly.
For the side.
Sides, work in progress. The 3rd, Scythe. This card's good.
I started building.
Lancia.
the Trish was the clincher.
Red Reboot is really good.
Trish is where everything turned. I was up.
Goes in match. And Waken the Dragon.
Nice. Would you consider playing the Sanctums since you're playing the Scythe, or do you just want to go for the surprise factor? Do you just play the one side?
I just need to get him.
Okay.
I just need to get him.
No worries. Sounds good. Any changes other than, the scrap turning into the Galaxy Cyclone and then getting the Sanctums?
Sorry. Ignis.
Obviously, this needs to be changed.
It's fucking hot.
I'm still thinking about the pinpoint landings. They did come in clutch today. So I might keep them, I might not. It's still a work in progress. And also the hand traps.
Got it. Those were they just
about it.
didn't perform.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries. Well, thanks for sharing your deck profile. This was Minty Fresh Gaming. We'll catch you next time.